welcome to tonight's live stream. My name is Michelle, aka the Ignited Teacher, and what I do on this channel is I help math teachers to close gaps through research based, well, providing them with research based strategies that I've tried and know that work that can be tried in their classrooms as early as the very next day. I try to not make the process long and drawn out. So, for being a part of tonight's live stream. I don't know why my face looks so shiny in here, but it's really not. Um, so if you're watching this live or on the replay, go ahead and drop where you're watching from in the comment section and say hello. Tell us who you support or what grade level you teach, and just say hi. And if you're new here, I have want to introduce you to my um, there it is. I don't know why it lags coming up to my website. On my website, I blog about several different things. Let me click my blog. Here we go. So, and get this off of there. So, math instruction, tier one instruction, project based learning, classroom management, response to intervention, and technology integration. This is the framework that I use to close gaps. It's a very simple framework, doesn't take a whole lot. And along with the math intervention cycle, this is these are the topics that I cover on my blog. So if you're interested, definitely give it a check. Check it out. www.fuelgreatminds.com. FUELGreatminds.com. And if you, I'm going to apologize in advance if you see me sniffing. Yeah, my allergies are on 1000 tonight or this evening. So, you probably jumped on here to see what I had to say about teachers leaving the classroom. And tonight's topic is why are teachers leaving the classroom? And I'm going to go ahead and jump into this article. It's from the Economic Policy Institute, and it says that more than half of teachers do not feel supported, and 1 in 4 has considered quitting as a result. So that's the issue here, and that's one of the reasons why I created the Math Intervention Academy, because of this issue, teachers not being supported, especially with administration. And I'm not even talking. This is outside of the whole classroom management battle and behavior battle. We're talking about just basic support with instruction. It's not there anymore. And then you have inexperienced administrators coming in with this, ideas that do not make sense. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can pull up this post that I found on Twitter, which was alarming. And like the principal actually thought that it was a great idea. So let me see. And people are actually defending this mess. And it doesn't make any sense. Let me see if she took it off. because people have been responding to me, and you have some like, here it is. Let me copy the link. Let me see if I can get it on here. Unlock this because I had not planned on showing this, but I'm gonna show it anyway. Oh, so it's saying that it's not supported. I'm going to take a picture of it so you all can see the foolishness that some of these administrators think is great for teachers. And as a practice, I mean, it does not make any sense. Oh, let me grab this. There it is. And I'm going to drop it right here. Here it is. Real quickly, let me scoot over so you all can see this. So, this is one of the things that I'm talking about when we talk about support. This is not support. This is on X Twitter. This is on X Twitter, and it just doesn't make any sense. Um, and my response to it was, "Hey, yeah, does it really have anything to do with?" Um, Let me pull it so the people on Instagram can see it. Does it have anything to do, like, does it affect the bottom line, which is student achievement? Having this written down has nothing to do with student achievement. Like, it's ridiculous. And then you're going to ding your teachers for not having all of this. And then people, you got other administrators on Twitter saying, yeah, it has research behind it. Those are goals. Goals for who? Those are not goals. They're not goals for students. Those are for teachers. Power standards, unit one, mastery. I can't, like, it's foolishness. How often do children look at a board? It would be more effective if it was actually in a student binder. It just did not make sense. Like, it didn't make sense to me. And, a lot of teachers are being bogged down with day to day stuff without any support. And intervention is no different. I started the Math Intervention Academy. It's going on 4 years. It started with the pandemic. I started out with 5 members, and the reason I did that because teachers are not being supported with the process. They're being put on their own, especially new teachers. Especially new teachers, they are not getting the support that they need, and it leads to attrition, which is a fancy word for people leaving. So let me get back to this article. Let me pull it, make it bigger so I can see it. It says that using data from the U.S. Department of Education Educational's National Teacher and Principal Survey, the authors revealed that the relationship between teachers and their administrators is often negative. And it's for a lot of reasons that it shouldn't be. There are negative interactions with principals because principals have this idea about, oh, I'm going to use, a lot of them are not even looking to stay at the school. A lot of them are ladder climbers. So you have people trying to move up on the backs of other people's work, and they really are not invested in supporting teachers, because to support a teacher, it takes a lot. It does, especially if that teacher is a new teacher. It does, because it's so much that we have to do: grades, dealing with children, dealing with intervention, special education, can't do this, can't do that. And then on top of that, you have parents, some are helicopter parents, and the support is not there. And then you add behavior concerns in there, and then you have this whole mess. That's why teachers have started looking outside of the schools to get support, because it's no longer there in the classroom. And I can just tell my story. My story is, I'm a veteran teacher, and I've probably been on my own as far as supporting myself for the last 15 years. There is not anyone or very few people that can support experienced teachers. Because if you have an administrator that has only taught for 3 years and only taught one subject, I teach mathematics, and there's not very many administrators that have taught math. It's very few, and very more so at the elementary level. It's just not there. So, you know, the support, and what they're talking about in that article, it is negative. And then for math, we have administrators trying to force teachers to, for math, to do what they do at ELA. Those are two totally different subjects. And I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me, Lord. All right, so back to the article. So they said less common but very troubling in the 2015-2016 school year. 21, really almost 22% of teachers have been threatened by students, and 1 in 8, which is about 12%, have been physically attacked. And it gets worse because the administrators don't do anything about, for the most part, and I'm not going to say it's all of them, they don't do anything about the children who are assaulting you, who are maybe threatening you verbally in the classroom. And that's on top of the lack of instructional support. So this is contributing to this teacher shortage, like they said in this article, is a growing national crisis that needs to be addressed in a comprehensive manner. And it's not about throwing money at it, because a lot of people think, oh, we'll give them more money. Well, if the money was the key, people will be knocking down doors to be a teacher, but they're not. They don't stay, and they're not going to stay. And part of the issue is the students and the parents. There's no accountability for parents or students. That's just the bottom line. You have politicians saying it's parents' rights. Yeah, they have the right to support their children and make sure that their children are doing what they're supposed to do at school. That is what teachers expect from parents. But the school system constantly puts off um, the responsibility on to teachers. Teachers have their own families, and I say this over and over again. Um, it just does not, it does not make any sense to how people think and view teachers as this person that doesn't have other responsibility. Just because you're a teacher and you're good at it does not mean that you are supposed to give life and limb for or be a martyr for the cause and ignore all of your responsibilities. Teachers during this day and age, since the pandemic, the support for teachers has gotten worse and it's getting worse. But at the end of the day, teaching has been a great profession. And that's why the Math Intervention Academy exists. That's why my blog exists and all of these other resources that I have created to support teachers in the profession, those that still want to be in it. Because make no mistake, there are some teachers that still want to be teachers. It's not as many, but they're still want to be there. And my fear for them is that they will not have the support that they need, let alone a public school system that is able to support itself with vouchers and parents not really being understanding the layout of what's at stake when it comes to supporting a public school. Public school is not easy. However, there are people who are called to be teachers, but not martyrs. And there needs to be a support surrounding these teachers. So, back to the end of this article. So, they actually did have done a series of articles on teachers leaving the classroom and working conditions. This one was the fourth report on the national teacher shortage. The first report was established national estimates, and then they had the second report found that U.S. schools struggled to staff themselves due to a combination of high rates of voluntary turnover, meaning teachers are quitting, and attrition and decreasing interest in teaching careers. Some of the colleges of education have shut down or closed their college of education programs because very few people are interested in teaching. And their third report found that teachers are severely underpaid across the board, which particular problems in high poverty schools, and that a majority of teachers take on additional work to supplement their pay. And there you have it. And wrong one. And that's really the issue, the bare bones of this issue, that teachers need to be supported. And teaching is on the job training. Teaching is all the things that, a child needs. If it takes a mother so much to be a parent to a child, how do you think what do you think it takes to be a teacher to 20 to 30 kids? Not even just 20, 30. And if you're teaching multiple sections, about 60 to 70 kids in high school, over 100 kids. It takes a lot to be that for students. And it's concerning that teachers cannot get the support that they need. But I'm here and I'm committed to this work of supporting teachers and closing gaps and giving students and giving the students the education that they need through my blog, through all my resources, the Math Intervention Academy, and helping teachers to find that balance in education. And it has been a fulfilling career for me, but I do recognize that it has its challenges and it comes with a lot of pressure. But that's what I wanted to talk about today, just the lack of support and the resources that I have available for teachers that are interested. I at the Math Intervention Academy. Let me close this. It is closed right now, but you can get on the wait list here. Um, See, it says stressed, worn out, and constantly um, searching for math intervention resources. This is based on my creation of the math intervention cycle. So you can get on the wait list. You can go to the Math Intervention Academy .com and get on the wait list. It is, I've been working on gap closers. That's what I've been putting into the academy. Just lessons for concepts that are historically issues for students, like place value, things that I've used in my classroom that I know work, giving my thought process, sharing my anchor charts to help you not have to struggle. The first part is learning the cycle and how to navigate it. And it's only four components: assess, diagnose, reteach, reassess. That is it. It is no long drawn out thing. You assess the kids, diagnose them, what's the problem, how you're going to fix it, reteach it, and reassess it and see if your strategy works. Simple, very, very, very straightforward. So, if you're interested in getting on that wait list, you can go to mathinterventionacademy.com and click the button on wait list. And you know what? I'll see you all in my next live stream. Thank you for tuning in, and catch out some of the other videos I have on my YouTube channel. And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you find the content um, is something that you need. See you next time in my live stream. Bye bye.